This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2023 Starcraft Autumn Ridge, model number 26BH. Okay, and this is going to be a how-to video. I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work. Okay, so while we're looking back here at the door side rear, you can see that there's a gas hookup, an LP gas hookup with a quick connect right there. That's in case you want to add a grill or griddle or something like that to the system. You just plug it in right there. Of course, you have crank down stabilizers all the way around. Storage here. You have a power awning with LED strip. Outside speakers. Some 120 AC right there. Okay. As we move around, you have your pass-through storage up front here. That is your dump hose kit right there. There is your crank right there. Plus, you can see up at the corner there, there's a drill attachment, so you can use your electric drill and you can put that in the chuck, and you can just use the drill to raise and lower your jacks. Okay, you can do it either way. Now, you also have a power tongue jack here, and it has a light on it, of course, and here, and then it has a extend and retract. If this ever fails for any reason at all, you can pull this rubber plug on the top, and you can use that 3/4 inch crank or that drill attachment, and you can crank this manually to get yourself out of trouble. So you always have that option. You also have two LP tanks full with an automatic changeover regular. You also have a deep cycle marine battery. Okay. Let's look inside here. So this is your sprayer. It goes into the spray port. I'll show you that port when we get to it. You just plug it right in, and you have fresh water. Okay, that is your vent for your furnace. This is your fill for your fresh water tank. The most common way to get water to the trailer is through the city water hookup, right? If you're camping someplace without city water, you can pre-fill the fresh water tank right here and then use the onboard pump to pump the water. I'll show you the switch for the pump when we get inside. There's actually two ways to fill the fresh water tank. You have this way here, and then you can come back to your docking station here, and we'll open it up, and you can look at this drawing right here. When this blue valve handle is vertical, you're using city water. So you just hook the hose right on there and turn on the city water, you're all set. Now, if you want to fill your tank using the city water hookup, you would just turn this valve to that position and it'll actually fill the tank. So you can fill the tank from here using this position or from that port that I showed you up front a little ways. Okay. This is a place where your sprayer would plug into. It's hot and cold water, right? And you have, this is your black tank flush here. Like it says on the sticker right here, don't turn on the black tank flush. Don't turn on the water to the black tank flush unless your black tank valve is open. So you look down here, you have your valves here. On the right, you have your black tank valve. Left is your gray tank. Black tank is toilet water and waste. Gray tank is sink and shower water. So after you dump your black tank, leave the valve in the open position, put the hose of the dump station on here, turn it on, and it'll flush out your black tank, clean off the sensors, get it cleaned out really well. So it's a really good thing to do. If there's a working hose at the dump station, then take advantage of the dump system, okay? This is just a campground cable through to the inside of the trailer right there, okay? Alrighty. So as we come around, you see there's a housing for a Furrion backup camera kit. So if you're interested, you can get one of those. There's also a hookup for a Lippert telescoping ladder kit. Okay, that's an option. The ladder's an option, but it already has the hookup on there for you. The reason you would want that is because mainly you have to inspect the roof every 90 days. The manufacturer states every 90 days, so you need to have somebody go up there and look around, make sure there's no cracking or separation where water could get through. Make sure there's no damage to any of the roofing materials or attachments by, low branches or road debris or something like that. So you want to inspect the roof. I'll tell you, you don't have to do anything for years, but you don't know unless you look, so you got to inspect it every 90 days. This is your water heater here, and you can see that it runs on either gas or electric. So you have an electric heating element behind this cover here, right? If you can see that. Then you have your gas valve here. This is the drain plug here with an anode rod attached. That's an inch 16 6-point socket to install and remove that plug, okay? I'll show you the switches on the inside to turn on the water heater. Remember, never run it without water in it. There's a 6-gallon tank on the back of here, and so you never run it without water in the tank, okay? So here we go to the inside. Okay, air conditioner is running, feels good. Okay, so let me get some more light in here. Give me 1 second. Okay. So it's got the switch. Okay, and last but not least, there we go. Okay, so when we first come in the door, you can see that there's your water station here first. Your water pump is right here. That water pump's used to pump water out of a fresh water tank if you don't have city water like we discussed. It's also used to winterize the trailer. You can turn your water heater on gas, light it on right there, that's the burner, or you can turn on the electrical heating element right here. Never run it with water in the tank. Most people will turn this on when they get at the campground and just leave it running on electric, and if they need a boost for showers, whatever, they can kick on the burner also. Okay, and then you can check your levels here, your battery, fresh water, gray and black, graduations up to 1/3 increments. This is for your awning. Never leave the awning out unattended. If you're not going to be at the campground, you want to roll it in. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. This is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector right here. So it should always be glowing green like it is. If it's not glowing green, get it serviced. It's very important, obviously, so don't ignore it. It's not expensive, so get it taken care of. It also has a tester here. You just push the button. If I can find it. Right here. That LP test, carbon monoxide test coming up. And when it beeps very slowly like that, it's telling you your battery's low. We're talking about the battery on the tongue. The reason it does it is because this is hardwired to the battery. It can't be turned off because it's so important. So like I said, if it's not working, get it fixed immediately. Your fire extinguisher will be hanging right there. We just put them in as we sell the trailer, so it'll be there. You have a jackknife sofa here that turns into a bed for extra sleeping. And you can take the poles out of the bottom of the table here and drop the tablecloth top to these cleats down here and turn this into a bed also. Your keys are hanging right here. Okay. Smoke detector here. This device here is your power converter here. So this converts AC to DC power. So we can see that you have regular 120 AC circuit breakers right here, and they're labeled. That's the shore power coming in, right? Then with the shore power 120 AC, it'll convert it to 12 volt DC on this side. And you see you got regular 12 volt DC fuses here, and they're all labeled. So that's where the 12 volt comes from. That in this battery, which stores 12 volt DC. So when you're plugged into shore power, this is also a battery tender, so it'll sense how much energy your battery up on the tongue has and needs, and will send as many amps necessary to keep it charged. So it's a battery charger also. So it's a distribution station for 120 AC, a distribution for 12 volt DC, and it charges the battery also and converts AC to DC. That's your power converter. Okay. Your refrigerator runs on 12 volt DC. So you can see it on and off, and then you have up and down, and then you have the different modes. Nighttime mode uses less energy, and very simple 12 volt DC. Refrigerator and freezer. Your microwave works like any other microwave. Your range hood has a fan, right, that vents, and you have a light. Your cooktop slash range works on LP gas, of course. I'm not sure if he has the LP turned on, so if not, I'll just talk you through it. But you have a sparker here. You turn this clockwise to spark. Then you have the 3 knobs here for the 3 burners, and that's the oven. Then you have another ambient light and then an oven light. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Maybe it's got it turned on. No. So when the gas is turned on, it will light. You'll spark it and it'll light. Anytime you change out change out or disconnect the line going to the pigtail going to the LP tanks, you'll get a little air bubble in there. So when you do that, remember, you'll have to work through it. It'll take a few tries before you get past that little pocket of air, but it should only be it just takes a few more clicks, and then it'll go back to normal. So keep that in mind also. When it comes to the oven, there's a pilot light all the way back there in the back. If you can see that, you can see it sparking. What you'll do is you'll turn the oven knob to the picture of the pilot light. Then you depress it. The trick is keep it depressed while you're lighting it. You spark it till you see the flame light down here. Once it lights, you still hold it for another 10 or 15 seconds to heat up the thermocouple. Once it's heated up, you can go to whatever temperature you want, and it cycles as an oven does. When you shut it off, the flame goes out, obviously, but so does the pilot light. So you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. Okay? All right. This is your hookup for your TV here, of course. There's a little button on there. That's turns your digital antenna on and off. If I push that little plastic black button, it would turn this off, but you want it on when you're using the antenna, because you won't get a good signal without it turned on. There's a backer plate here to hang a TV. This is your sound here. So you have AM, FM radio, 2 zones. One is inside the trailer, 2 is outside the trailer. You have a USB drive for MP3s. You have Bluetooth, obviously, so you can stream with it. And you have an HDMI in right here to go into the system if you need to. You know, like with a portable Blu-ray player or something like that, okay? Of course, the thermostat is self-explanatory. You just hit the button to light it up, and then you keep poking until you get to what you want. You know, furnace, fan, and cool. Furnace is your LP furnace. Fan is just the air conditioner running without the compressor. It just circulates air, and then cool, of course, is air conditioning. You have your bunks, of course. Your vanity here. Now this is a GFCI here. All the plugs in the trailer and the one outside are all wired through this GFCI here. So even though if you have a regular plug like this one here, it's just a regular duplex, but it's still wired through this GFCI. So anytime you lose power at a receptacle, always think GFCI first. You come here and reset it, okay? Hot and cold water, of course. The toilet works like all RV toilets in the sense it sits right over a black tank. There's the flush pedal there. So when you get to the campground, you hook up your power and your water, then you'll come in here and you put a dose of chemical right in the bowl. You'll step on the pedal and hold it down until at least a gallon of water goes into the tank below along with the chemical. And then it's ready to be used. More water is better than less. Don't use less than a gallon, but you can use more. More is better. Okay, in this case, never run it without water and chemical. If you do that, it'll make a real mess. It'll just get clogged up and you'll have problems with it. So never run it without chemical and water. And of course your shower and your diverter is right here. Pretty obvious. You have a fan here. Okay, and the switch for the fan right there. And last but not least, you have the bedroom up here. You have some storage underneath here. If I can do it one-handed. Right there you can see there's no storage. You have, it's pre-wired for solar, by the way. But you have another backing plate and a hookup for a TV here. Your blinds just work like this. You just push them up and down. Right now they're very tight. The tighter this string is here, the harder it is to move the blinds up and down. If you're ever traveling, you're out west somewhere, let's say, and one of your blind just starts coming down automatically and you can't get it to stay up, all you're going to do, I'm trying to place something you can see here, is you'll take this and you'll shorten it. You'll either wrap it around this spool here a couple times or you'll pull the knot down and tie another knot in it. Don't go too far with it. You know, don't go past a 1/4 inch, a 1/2 inch. You don't want to break this, but you just want to put some more tension on it. The more tension on these here, the tighter this is here. So keep in mind, don't go overboard with it. Just a little at a time, but that will solve that problem. Of course, this is your emergency window. They'll work the same basically. You see, I don't want to. Looks like he didn't open it when he prepped it. Maybe he hasn't got to that yet. Anyway, you'll push it all the way through. Then you grab the tab here and you pull the screen out and you can escape in an emergency. Okay, it's also, you can use it for ventilation obviously. Okay. So look around, I think that covers it. The sliding door, always make sure that it's snapped so it doesn't slide around and get broke. Okay, so let me look around. I think we've got it all. So I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Let me shut this down here. Remember to inspect the roof every 90 days. You don't have to actually go on the roof usually. You can just stand on a ladder next to it. Just take it around the perimeter. Be very careful, obviously. And right now, the antifreeze has been removed from purged from the trailer, and replaced with fresh water. So you're all set for summer. The water heater or the water valves on the back of the water heater are in the correct position for camping. So you're all set there. Remember, when it gets cold, obviously you have to winterize the trailer. So other than that, we'll answer any questions you have when you come to pick up, and we'll get you on your way. Okay? Thank you very much.